54M-53F. A letter to my wife. I, 54M, am sitting in a room watching my last parent breathing. Through the last few years, months I have seen my wife, 53F, do amazing things for my dad that, as a son, I couldn't do. Didn't have the stomach. Not to dwell on the death of parents. B and I have been there together. But I think it is the beginning of the realization of love between two people. When your parents pass, and you share it together, you know it will come to one of you, first. I dread that day for whoever it is. I have a thought about marriage for whoever wants to listen. Or ignore it. My wife and I were in lust when we got married. Then life kicked us in the face. Many times. We just didn't quit. And you know what? After 32 years I have the most beautiful, wonderful, best wife ever. She truly is the other half of me. We are one. I am watching the last half of a marriage die because he couldn't live without the other after 62 years. I get it now. I understand now that I'm not my only person. My wife really is a part of me. And I will die without her. B. Thank you for sharing your life me. And you made me understand I could share everything of me with you. In the old days, I didn't understand. I still don't think you know how much a load that took off of me. 10 years ago when I finally got it, I could really breathe for the first time. I never knew it could be that way. Thank you. And I know I helped you. P.S. Guys, just know we are idiots and please learn to talk to your wives. Wives, cut your husbands some slack and give us a chance to grow up. Married folks, from a 32 years married guy, just don't quit on the other. They are becoming a part of you. And I'm looking at someone right now that desperately wants to go to his other half. And that's a beautiful thing if you can find it. By the way, mods, I'm not much of a poster, so do whatever you want with this. But I had to put it out there for my mom and dad. Thanks. Edit 1. Well, Dad's breathing is getting shorter and oxygen is getting lower. But B is with me in a chair. Like she has been for the last 5 days and the 32 years before that. Thank you, honey. I love you. I probably won't post for a while. Sorry. Edit 2 and last. It's done. Dad is finally with Mom. And B is with me. It's just her and I now. And one of us will be next. God, I can't be without her. F this. I love you, Brenda. I need to marry my girlfriend immediately. Wishing both of you many happy years together, Mr. I'm so sorry for your loss. This is beautiful. Love your spouse, people. Just saying. If they love you back, don't quit. Stick together. This is a beautiful change of tone from the normal doom porn that gets posted on here. Thank you for posting this. Even if it was mostly just for yourself. It helped me pull back a little and see the bigger picture. Beautiful man. Rip Pops, it sounds like he lived a full life and you are too. I am so sorry for your loss. Op. This is such a beautiful posting despite the circumstances. Brenda sounds like a great woman and you must be great too for her to so loving to you after all these years. Thank you. Going for a little cry now and have as look at myself in the mirror. I am so sorry about the loss of your father. He is with his great love again. Not many people find their soulmate. For your parents to have each other and you having Brenda, it's absolutely beautiful. None of us start out knowing how blessed we are to have our partner. When they are there every day, good and bad, with love and without complaint, you begin to realize, my husband is my heartbeat, my soulmate, and my happily ever after. We were in love when we got married, but after 15 years of life running us over, we held on to each other through it all. I can't imagine anyone else by my side. You found your person too. And it's going to mean so much to her to know you feel that way about her. When I lost my Nana, I was happy for her even though I was devastated, but she was finally with my grandpa. They were married 52 years together for 60 years, and I know she missed him terribly. She missed him for 10 years. I am sorry for your loss, but your wife is amazing. I am so sorry for your loss, and this was a beautiful post. I was with my husband for 16 years. He was my other piece, my everything. We have 2 kids together, and it is so hard going on without him. Don't take what you have for granted, because one day it won't be there anymore and you will regret it. Love is a beautiful thing, but it takes work from both sides and not giving up on each other. I'm sorry for your loss, buddy. I do think it can be problematic to tell people, don't just give up on your marriage, because there are people for whom that is quite dangerous advice. I hear a lot of men, in particular, giving that advice to women, just give him time and he'll grow up, but unfortunately, that can be very dangerous, because some women are not physically safe with their partners, more than you might expect. Unfortunately, abuse is not rare, and the last thing they should be hearing is, don't give up. He'll get better, because that won't happen. I do think there's some value in working through problems, of course there is. That's how I've made my relationship last 11 years. But there's a difference between working through problems and waiting for your partner to change. You shouldn't ever stay in a marriage because they'll change. Because they probably won't. Your brain and your personality are mostly set by the age of 30. Whoever you are at that age, you will probably be forever. Always try to work through a problem first, but if you do not love who your partner is now, do not sit there hoping that they change. Most people don't, especially when they don't have a reason to. I.e., if you choose to tolerate who they are now, why would they ever change? Whoever you choose as a partner, whether you intend to marry them or not, ask yourself, do you love who they are now? Could you live with this person, the way that they are, for the rest of your life? Would you be happy if nothing about them ever changed? If the answer is no, and they're no showing any signs of actually changing, don't be scared to leave. Most people regret staying more than they regret leaving, because you can always find love again. You can't always fix a bad relationship, and at the end of the day, you do not have any obligation to stay in a relationship that is not making you happy. If your relationship brings up more negative feelings than positive ones for you, if it drags you down instead of lifting you up, then it is not healthy or good. Well said. My condolences, man. Very touching. Single quote. I think I found my B recently. Love to you all. Rest in peace, Pops, and rejoice with Mom. Swear to God I'm in tears. So sorry for your loss, but glad you have Brenda by your side. You are so fortunate. I will die without ever knowing love like this. I am happy couples like you exist. So sorry about your dad, and it looks like you chose wisely and have a great wife. I feel similar. I'm not crying, you're crying. Face holding back tears.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.